Okay, so we're going to work off the same pass once again. This time look at a different transition. This is going to be where we spin around their head and look to take their back. One of my favorite transitions off of passing the guard to find the back. You guys that have had access to my ultimate pressure passing system with the gi, you've seen this, but now we're going to see how the differences are between attacking with a collar grip to attacking for the rear naked for no gi. All right, so let's go straight this way. So once again, we put him down, second ankle, boom, we pass, he turns. Now, instead of maybe him exposing his arms so much this way, around close to his neck, we're going to say his arm's a little lower, like he's trying to get onto his side, maybe push my knee or even reach for my knee, and we're kind of in this spot, okay? So I'm going to drop my knee down, all right? He's on his side. No space for me to attack his neck here, getting through his arm. So I'm going to step my leg around his head, okay? As my left knee comes around his head, my left elbow is going to drop in front of his stomach, okay? Here. And I'm going to twist and kick my leg out, all right? And you see how I sit down to my butt. I kind of crunch myself low because I want to make sure I connect my chest to his back, all right? If I stay on my knee as I do this here, I'm going to be too high, okay? I'm going to be above him. And now I can't make that chest to back connection here. He could slide out and I'll lose my ability to attack his back. So as I step, I sit to my butt, I kind of crunch down so I can drive my chest into his back. You see how I make this connection? Now immediately, my arm's going to come around his head and I'm going to grab my wrist. My left hand is going to grab my right wrist, okay? Because my right arm is around his head. So that's the arm that I'm going to want to choke him with, okay? So I don't want to expose that wrist. I want to hold that wrist. That way he can't two-on-one control my choking arm, all right? So when I bring my arm around, my left hand grabs my right wrist, okay? Now, most people don't want to stay here, all right? They're already fighting the guard pass. They don't want to give up points, anything like that. And so they're going to look to turn to their knees. Now, as he turns, I'm going to angle myself so my foot here can turn in, and I shoot it right inside for a hook, okay? Let me let you guys see that from another angle. So as he looks to turn, he's on his shoulder. His hip is going to come up a second where there's space for us to shoot our hook straight in. We want to take advantage of that and not wait to take his back after he gets to his knees, but do it in transition. So when I'm here and he starts to turn, look how I bring my foot into his body and I shoot that in, okay? Now, right away from here, I want to start to attack his neck. So, you guys see the other side? I don't want to get my second hook and then try to choke him, all right? As soon as my right hook comes in, I'm going to look for my second hook, but one of the most common things for him to do is to use his left hand and try to push my foot out of the way, all right? Don't wait. The second you're on this, with one hook in, you're on the back, immediately, I'm making him think about this, but I'm really looking to walk my arm up around his neck immediately, all right? So you see how I use the short part here of my wrist, right where my forearm starts, to get under his chin, okay? Even if his chin's in, I can roll this under. And then I'm going to start to walk my hand up behind his shoulder blade here, okay? Now, and once I'm under his chin, I'm ready to attack the neck. I don't need both hooks, okay? As soon as I do this, I'm going to bring my other arm out, clasp my hands, and start to slide my arm behind his neck, okay? I don't want to grab my bicep and try to comb his hair like this, because from here he can get that wrist and control it and keep me from looking to finish the choke. So when I'm here, I'm going to pull this and slide this directly behind his neck. Now my chin's on top of my arm. From here I can squeeze and finish the RNC, all right? So we're going to use this pass as a way to transition all the way around to their back and look for the RNC finish immediately, okay? Let's do it from the side. So we make him flat, second ankle, throw, clear. He starts to turn, no room to attack the darce. 1, 2, right in front of his belly. Twist, kick that leg out, drop down, so we can get our chest to back. Grab the wrist. Remember, grab the choking hand wrist. That way you are hiding that wrist. Okay, he can't 2-on-1 control it and stop us from getting the choke. So I'm here. He looks to turn. We have our hook ready. Immediately we shoot it in. Right away. The second he looks to block that other hand, bring the arm all the way around. Okay. If he didn't move his hand down and he was just here, I'll use my underhand to fight his wrist. Okay. And I'll do the same movement where I scoop under and walk my hand up to the back of his shoulder. Okay? Now from here I can let go of that hand, clasp just to kind of set it in, and then look how I open my hand and slide my arm behind his neck. From here I have the finish. One more time. Let's do this side. Put him down. Start the pass. He turns. Kick out. Under over control as he turns. Place our hook in. Okay? Look how I control that wrist and start to threaten the second hook. But really I'm looking for the neck. Okay? Walking this up. Lock. Behind the head. And finish. This is one of the best transitions to take the back whenever they're defending the guard pass. Okay, we're going to go all the way around the other side. And immediately, as we're getting our hook in, we're already working to get our arm under their chin, lock that up, and get the RNC finish before they even realize what happened.